Hey everybody, Batmerk here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Spawn number 306. It's got a brand new artist right here, Philip Tan. I got the cover, the Virgin variant. Looks pretty awesome right before the stores closed down on Wednesday. This is day 3 of the quarantine. And yeah, man, I just see a lot of people out there riding their bikes around, and kids and families. And I don't know, I think it's kind of a scary time to be out there. And the virus actually stays in the air for 6 hours and lives on cardboard for 12, and I believe it lives on metal for 6 hours on top of that. So I don't know, if you got to take your dog out to use the restroom, maybe take them out and then come back. If you got to go out and you have to go out, absolutely, to maybe walk around the block and that's it. Do not lollygag. If you're going to the grocery store, go to the grocery store, get your groceries, come home. You know, let the people that got to go out there and supply us and protect us, let them go out there and do their job, and without having to get them infected. And because every time anybody goes out, they're a carrier. They have potential to be carrying the coronavirus. So try not to go out so much. I know it's hard, but yeah, back to the review. So we got a brand new artist on here. Spoilers: the last issue, we had Spawn and Spawn Al Simmons, and then Jessica Priest got sucked into this portal. And yeah, there was a new character that was created called the I believe the Reaver, and he's kind of like a Spawn for Purgatory, which I was saying that they kind of did a similar character in the new Ghost Rider as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm digging the new artwork. I'm digging the whole like 90s style of the panel breakdowns. And yeah, Al gets basically sucked into this vortex and he's stuck there, and then we jump to this brand new storyline, and it's in the future, and there's this like big sentinel type kind of like a Goliath, like giant being from heaven, and there's this new character called the Raptor, and he's in there and he's fighting this being, and somehow he's basically connected with Al Simmons' consciousness. Crash! The thing's got him, and this Raptor, he's a pretty cool design. It's a little something different. Reminds me definitely of something from the 90s, and it also kind of has like a little bit of a creeper vibe to it. This is a brand new team right here of characters. It looks like this guy, his name's Raptor, and I don't know if it's his girlfriend or who it is. It's a lot of mysteries. The name Claudiez, and they're fighting this being, and then somehow Al Simmons' consciousness gets transferred over to him, and this big monster's coming, and he's just like, who did you send for me this time? It doesn't matter. Please just go. No, not without you. She's telling him, we'll die. Don't you get that? It's too late for you. It's too late for me. Save yourself. And looks like this is I don't know if this is Spawn's internal monologue or who it is, but his thoughts continue to snap back and forth, flashing memories he shouldn't have. He's losing himself to the madness. And because the chaos playing out in his own brain is paralyzing him, he's vulnerable to react. So then you hear this thoom, 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 and his lady friend looks up, just like, Raptor. And you see, and it's like this big giant like heaven sentinel thing sent down, and it's got a big like, it's pretty fucking metal looking. It's awesome, kind of like the Eye of Sauron a little bit, This looks cool. I'm digging this character design, and it's got a big mouth like in its chest, really cool, and it's got a big. I think it's got like a big fire cross on it right there. But then out of nowhere, something comes in and bam, just lights it up and destroys this thing. This thing just blows up, just like boom. And you look, and it's like a Reaver, or it's like Raptor and Spawn put together, because you could see like the Spawn kind of symbol somewhat in there, and you see Al Simmons' chains, and so it's like a hybrid of Raptor and Spawn. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. And some of the monologue is it's going with her connection made. It pulls Raptor from its own dark ether back into the presence. Though he silently wonders who Wanda is, and Al, though. Something seems vaguely familiar of being called Spawn. So somehow again, Raptor and Al Simmons are in one, they're one entity, similar to like Onslaught, where you had, I think it was Professor X and Magneto back in Marvel. And he's like, are you all right? I think so. How about you? I'm good, but something still isn't right. Something still feels off. But thank you for finding me, and whatever you did, whatever you've unlocked, it's freed something inside me. And as I hold the crown to the heart of heaven, there's a chance we can actually win this war. Some more monologue down here. They both let that sink in. It is possible now they have enough power to truly take on all the ruthless enemies. And then they flash over to this this area. They flash over to this, like, not area, I'm sorry, they flash over to this page where it looks like it's Billy Kincaid, like that serial killer, that gross like serial killer from the old Spawn comics, and I think he might be working with some demon like in another dimension. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this issue, but there's this cool little page right here where they both come into contact with each other. Something happened prior to this page, but I don't want to spoil it too much. So like, hopefully we can, you guys can go back and pick this comic book up if the stores don't close indefinitely, or maybe buy them offline or something. I'm being optimistic. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. This is going to be the cover art for the next issue. And basically this issue, it was made to pose a lot of questions, and just to be a little more intriguing and not give you all the answers. That way, it's something a little different. But yeah, this character is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like Warblade and I think that character from Wildcats. I think his name was Warblade. And a little bit of Wolverine, a little bit of Creeper. He's just kind of a fun character, Looks like he's a fun character to draw. He's got these claws, and I think this is a hybrid one again. And I think he's controlling Al Simmons' hand. I think they're fighting in a void for control over the body of their the hybrid body or whatever. It's kind of confusing. It's a lot to take in, but it's an awesome book. And yeah, I definitely give this book right here 2 horns up, way up. Keep reading it. I'm digging the art, and I think they're going to bring in another artist after this one. Todd's bringing in a lot of those old like 90s vibes. I'm digging that. I'm digging the layouts. It's fun. It's a fun, cool adventure. I like seeing Spawn drawn like this. It's perfect. Also, if you guys like Spawn, you might want to check out my book right here. I'm doing a crowdfunder. It's on Indiegogo. It's called Butch CLEAVER. If you like Spawn, you might like this. Spawn would probably whoop my character's ass, but yeah, he's basically a brutal butcher that gets killed and he's brought back to life by a voodoo hex, and that hex grants him the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. So he makes different types of bone weapons. He does shotgun. He makes a bone shotgun, a bone 6-shooter. He does saws and knives and butcher knives and cleavers, stuff like that. And he's basically trying to figure out who killed him and solve his. He wants to solve his murder, and it takes place in this Gothic town of Oubliette. So you have like saloons and you got cathedrals and stuff like that, and it's in an alternate. Basically like an alternate reality of like the 1800s in America. And this is a Comicsgate book, and basically Comicsgate is a network of fans and creators that make comics, that are really made for the customers, and they're really big on customer service. And they don't have really extreme political views and on politics and extreme religious views and stuff like that. And this is my sign-up page. I'll leave a link in the description. So whoever signs up for this book is going to get a surprise. So I'm going to give everybody a free surprise for this book. And yeah, if you want, go ahead and check it out. Here's a little more promo art for it. It's got him and his 6-shooter and his cleaver, and then I got his bull right there, Tor. That's his bull right there, his buddy. And that's him waking up, and that's the logo right there. And also, if you guys want, you could check out this book right here, too. It's another Comicsgate book. It's called Doc Salem. Looks really cool. Awesome design. Looks like something, I don't know, maybe out of the 50s or something like that. I'm really digging it. It's basically Doc Salem. It's a 52-page full-color graphic novel that reimagines the world of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dr. Victor Frankenstein endures the life-threatening wounds inflicted by his very own creation. Igor injects him with the elixir of life, which puts him in a state of suspended animation. When he finally awakes, many years have passed and times have changed. The world he knew is long gone, and the tables have turned. Monsters have emerged from the shadows and taken over the underworld. Meanwhile, Dr. Frankenstein is a wanted man for his crimes against humanity due to his creation, the monster. Victor assumes the guise of Doc Salem to make amends for his transgressions and hunt down rogue monsters that bring death, destruction, and turmoil around the world. So it's, you know, just come over and check this out. This book looks awesome. It looks like a cross between like Hellboy and, you know, Spawn and you know, like Monster Hunter books, stuff like that. You probably really dig it. It's definitely got like a Hellboy vibe to it. A lot of good stuff right here. This guy's also got another, I think he's got another campaign out called Rockabilly Road Trip. I think that one's out too. You guys could check that out. Looks really cool. That one's kind of got like a Evil Dead vibe to it. And this also has looks like it has a Lovecraft inspiration too for some of the bad guys in here. Wow, this book looks fucking awesome. Oh yeah, it's metal as fuck. And I like how he uses Victor Frankenstein. Victor Frankenstein is a character, you know. Then you got the monster right there, and then you got Victor. So cool, bringing more light to the doctor, you know, shine a light on that. And there's some alternative covers right there you could get. And look, you get some straight up a page for $150. Yeah, you could see this being a movie one day, or maybe even a cartoon. You could see it on like Adult Swim or something like that. Really cool. Look at that, only $20, guys. So come check it out. Doc Salem, check out Butch Cleaver. Sign up for the Butch Cleaver email or back this, only like $20. And if you want, check out Spawn. And as always, folks, if you like metal, you like movies, you like brewskis, I got daily content here. If you stop on by, smash that like button, subscribe to Metal, Movies, and Brewskis. You guys be good. God bless, and take care. Watch yourselves out there.